You're trusting your point of attraction. One who's connected to source is 1,000,000 times more powerful than one who is not. Harmonize with your source and feel the joy. You are someone who really wants to feel good. Your point of attraction is affected by that. And the universe will answer your desire.
So I have 3 questions.
Yes.
The first is, what is art? I want to hear it straight from source. What is art and what is the purpose of it?
Art?
Here, art. A-R-T, capital A-R-T. And it doesn't matter whether it's...
Well, we love the question because it gives us an opportunity to continue the conversation that we were just having in a very powerful way. It exists for satisfaction and for pleasure, period. And that twists the brains of most practical humans into a knot. It's for fun. It's for pleasure. Doesn't it have some more practical purpose? Does it save lives? Does it put food in cans?
You can put food in my can.
But the point that we're making is that it gives us an opportunity to say that things that are pleasurable are utmost importance. And that's what it's for. The satisfaction factor is a big, big factor. And so that's what it's about. It's interesting because an artist puts into whatever he is sculpting or painting or creating, she imbues it with how they feel while they're doing it. And then the law of attraction gathers others who feel the same way to it. So when you buy a painting, you're sort of high-fiving the artist. Sort of like saying, oh yeah, man, I felt like that. I feel like that. I see desperation in your painting. High five. Or, hey man, I see joy in that. High five.
What I feel like is that the art that I create, and from listening to you, lowers the resistance for people to come closer to who they are.
Maybe, but that's not your job.
That's not my job.
Because if you are considering someone's lower vibration, you're putting it in your painting. You can't consider it without putting it in your painting. So it's your job to tune to who you are, and it's their job to find harmony with that or not. You know what, teachers like you know what your biggest discomfort is? You keep wanting to go save people, but in order to save them, you have to harmonize where they are, and then you don't save them. So talk to us more about that if you want to. We believe in bridges. If we were standing in your physical shoes, we would tune to the highest frequency in every individual on the planet. Our attitude would be, I'm painting from source, and when you are in tune with source, you're going to love what I paint or what I sculpt. Or
yeah, metal sculpture. Metal sculpture is what I do. And
what's touching you in that tender place?
Like, am I now going to give myself the permission to create the sculptures with just between source and I?
Here's what's bothering you. You sense, and this is not inaccurate, you see, you're a high fiver. You are a deliberate harmonizer. So many artists of music and artists of art, artists of all creative fashion have discovered that harmonizing with people who are wadded up in their discomfort, there's a bigger audience. In other words, most of the love songs are love gone bad because more people high five to that. So when you say give yourself permission, you see, you always sculpted from where you are. Are you now telling us that you feel regret that some of your sculpting was from a lesser vibration than where you now are?
I don't regret it.
Well, we're so happy to hear that.
No, it's growth. It's growth.
Yeah, and it will never stop. The evolution will never stop. So what's troubling you?
My desire is to create beautiful art that feels good to me, that I enjoy making it, and to be paid very, very well for it. I am stopping myself. The art's beautiful, but finding the affluent clients or allowing the affluent clients.
Here's the thing. You're going to like this, and you know this already, but hearing it will be good. The same connection required to create the beautiful art is the same connection required to find the affluent seekers of your art. It's the same thing. So if you can do one, if you are doing one, you are doing the other, except that you're talking about not doing the other. You see, this is a really common thing with so many of you. We love you so much. The things that you are doing on your own, when you accept something, one of the things that is so freeing for artists is that they often feel that it's just between them and their source. And so there aren't a lot of other factors to consider. So that part of it comes easily to you because you know when you get tuned in, it flows, and when you're not tuned in, it doesn't. And so you tune in and it flows. But when you think about other people, you don't have confidence in them being tuned in. You don't trust them. Why? Because they're not trustworthy. We don't want you to trust other humans. Stay with us. We don't want you to put your trust in them. We want you to put your trust in your point of attraction. One who's connected to source is 1,000,000 times more powerful than one who is not. And so never mind what they're doing. It's not your job to sort it all out. It's your job to harmonize with your source and feel the joy that is evidenced when you are with your source, and let that take care of everything else. But in the sentence that you spoke to us that was based with some momentum of vibration, what you said is, I'm really good at this, but I'm not good at this. But I'm really good at this, but I'm not good at this. But I'm really good at this, but I'm not really good at this. So just talk about what you're good at and leave it there. I'm really good at this, and my inner being is good at the rest of it. I'm really good at this. It's attraction, 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 attraction. It's attraction. Now, if you can hear this, and we think you can because we are stubbornly going to stay here till you do. It's attraction. It's your attraction. It's attraction. It's your attraction. It's attraction. It's your attraction. Those patrons, they're irrelevant. It's attraction. It's attraction. It's attraction. If you put your mind on who you think they are, you screw up your attraction. Because you've decided that they are something that some of them are, but you've decided that all of them are something that all of them aren't. The world is awash in money. There are people with so much money just looking for something meaningful and satisfying to do with it. And your inner being is finding those cooperative components. That's not your work. Your work is to keep your vibration in the place where what your source lines up for you and the cooperative components that are lined up for you, you're not blocking with your negative belief. It's attraction. It's attraction. It's not about what they're doing. It's about what you're doing. It's not about what they're doing, it's about what you're doing, because there's enough of them that are doing what you need them to do for you to live happily ever after for 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 lifetimes. The proportion is huge. It isn't what they think, it's what you think that they think that is messing up your point of attraction. And you're making it up. You've known so many people that didn't have any money that you've decided to feel that way about everybody.
I feel like my life is just going to get easier now. Because if I only have to worry about me and myself and the art that I love to create.
So now that you've said that, we're going to offer a ridiculous analogy just to confirm what you just said.
Okay.
Because you heard clearly what we said to you.
Yes.
Let's say that you are someone who really wants to feel good, and you still are looking to others for their confirmation and affirmation and approval. And you're so determined to feel good. And now you're an internet genius. You know how to create programs, and you know all about optimization. And so you send out your profile to the world. You hook in to every meaningful search engine in the world. And here's your picture. And it says, this is me, this is my name, and these are my requirements of you. So when you meet me, I might be in an airport, I might be in the grocery store, I might be walking down the street in any number of cities. Keep your eyes open and watch for me. And when you see me, behave in these ways. Or you could just accept that it's your point of attraction and do something about that. In other words, you could ineffectively and absurdly try to control the behavior of one other or all others, or you could accept that it's attraction, 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 only attraction, only attraction, only attraction, only attraction, only attraction, only attraction, and just clarify your own point of attraction by getting out ahead of it. It's so easy to let a situation be your reason for calibration. Something happens to you, somebody says something to you, you overhear something, you observe something. It's so easy to observe that until you have harmonized with it. And then your point of attraction is affected by that. And it affected you strongly, so you keep thinking about it and regurgitating it and even talking to others about it so that it really gets a foothold. Then more and more and more and more and more and more of it comes to you until it becomes a belief that is hard for you to get around. But if you could just wipe your mind of those kind of beliefs, we're going to make a really strong statement here that is absolutely accurate. Hard to do, but really accurate. All you have to have is a desire, period. And the universe will answer your desire. But if you have a desire and an opposing belief, nope. Not because the universe isn't answering it, it is, but because you're not letting it in, so you're missing all the clues. So if you could just have desire, that's why new desires feel so good, because you haven't figured out how to trample them. That's why new relationships feel so good. You don't know anything about each other. It's so fun to calibrate to the clarity of your inner being, to your inner being who knows your value and knows what you want and cares about it and knows every person on the planet who is looking for what you're offering. And if you're not blocking it with past experience or law of averages is nothing. Law of averages is just a consensus of the negative thoughts of the humans of the planet. That's all law of averages is. It's the law of attraction that matters. Helpful?
Yes, very.
This is a really good time for a segment of reflection.